Summer, hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Block working out of the gun. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Let's go, defense.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 16. Brady going to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine quarterback, there to make the play defensively.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. A.J. Bouye with a pick, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's the option. A quick throw outside by Locke. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
from the gun with Gordon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Steps, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Drew Locke, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Broncos have taken the early lead. On here, Brandon. One after. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Brady. And that is incomplete here. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Block. That's going to be caught by Judy. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
Nice catch there by the rookie out of Alabama, Jerry Judy. And I am fired up to see the chemistry develop between he and Drew Lock, their quarterback. And in addition, Cortland Sutton, their Pro Bowl wide receiver from last year. This might be the best pair of receivers the Broncos have had since Demaryius Bebe Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders. This should be fun for Bronco fans to watch.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Lock. Buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Lock. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the pick.
From the 39, Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Brady to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And after the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Let's go, B, let's go. Let's get there. Hatch. 45. Mike,
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
here we go. Set. Turn. Check 45 to Mike. Check.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
That's the score. Broncos 17. Buccaneers nothing. Brandon McManus to
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll run on first down. Jones.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Brady gives this one off to Jones.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. K.J. Hamler returning it. But a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. A pass there complete to Sutton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I know a lot of Denver fans are really excited about the possibilities for Courtland Sutton now that Drew Lock is entrenched as their starting quarterback. Remember, last season, the last 5 games with Lock as the guy in charge, the team went 4-1. I think they'll only get better and better. As for the season, Courtland Sutton had 1,112 yards and 6 touchdowns with 3 different quarterbacks. Just put the ball in his vicinity, and he'll make a play.
11 at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Driscoll. He completes this to Sutton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and is much more successful as well.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Gordon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 27, Driscoll. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Here's Gordon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Brady to Gronk, a familiar ring to that one, and it's a Buccaneers 1st down.
First down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
shotgun now for Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. The left side completion to Jones. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Will Parks. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He'll get this one to Patrick. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the a completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. This is Gordon. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
It's 3rd down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Brady now on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Well, whenever you talk about players that really broke out in the 2019 season, you better add Chris Godwin to that list. Over 1,300 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. He was second among receivers last season receiving yards per game at 95. This guy combines great body control, excellent strength, and terrific route running ability to become a really big downfield threat.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's taken down inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Here's Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
24. Buccaneers 14.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The throw right sideline here is complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 11 yards there, first down. But the Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. On play action, it's Brady. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's 2nd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far. And it was again on the last play.
Now Jones. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. And now a jet sweep. This is Evans with it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Broncos' 46-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Brady going to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack.
3rd and long.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Jarrell Casey bursting in to take him down.
Jarrell Casey plays this game with passion and aggression as well as great intelligence, and he's been awfully consistent as well. At least 5 sacks each year since 2013. 9 seasons previously in Tennessee. The last 5 as a Pro Bowl defensive tackle.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there by Gordon. 49 yards on the ground.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's beginning to look like a 2nd straight loss following the win in the opener as they trail by a bunch here in the 4th quarter, starting out this drive 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now Brady. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Now Brady. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Over 30 yards there, and 1st downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. This is Jones. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and...
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Von Miller, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. From the gun, Brady. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Darren Lee there to get him down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
45 on the mic. Okay, just like that. Just like that.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Check right 45. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. On 1st down, Brady. And my goodness, another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never play their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Brady to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden,
whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Broncos, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they fall to defeat for the second time this season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this, ayy.